Have you ever been in a meeting where you're just minding your own business and your boss looked to you and asks you, what do you think of this right now? If you're human, you're probably panicking at this moment, heart racing a little bit. If that has happened to you, welcome to arrowing, the unofficial workplace sport that we all kind of have mixed feelings about. So arrowing is not meant to make you look bad. It's just ways for bosses to keep meetings engaged. So they're not really out to get you. Actually, in fact, if done well, you can really shine among your peers in the workplace. But if done poorly, well, you may not be considered for the next promotion, or you may not really look that good on paper or in terms of impression-wise. So how do you go about that when you are put on the spot to answer a question? Here are some ways to go about it. So first thing first, you don't want to panic. I think it's very normal. If you're a human being, panicking is normal. Reacting impulsively is very normal. People tend to share unpolished, very scattered thoughts. Sometimes we could get defensive even. So what you want to do about that is, first, embrace it as an opportunity. Yes, when we don't flip our mindset and we take it as being picked on or an attack or playing victim, our body language will communicate that. You might not say it out loud, but our body indirectly will tell the audience, your surrounding, that, hey, why pick me? I'm not the best person. And you might be slouching, you might answer it half-heartedly. So first thing, adjust and tweak that mindset. Take it as a time to shine. Showcase that you are a good business communicator just waiting for his or her moment, right? So if you're reluctant to respond, sometimes it could come off as disrespectful or unprepared. This is especially so in a Malaysian culture. Second, if you think about it, ability to speak spontaneously, being put on the spot, is a good way to stress test how good you are as a public speaker, a business communicator. Well, most of the times, people stumble because their message lacks structure. Even the best of ideas will crumble if you lack structure. So I would rather have a mediocre, okay message but great structure compared to great ideas but poor structure. So I would recommend having 2 mental templates at least always on the go. My recommendation would be these 2. The first template will be the beginning, having a beginning, middle, and end. Second, another template to consider is giving the solution statement, backing up with your insights, data, and giving a call to action. I think these both templates work well. It's simple and always comes in handy. It gives a very structured message, it gives you a flow, and keeps your audience engaged. Now, most of the battle actually falls to the delivery bit. Yes, you have organized your thought, you have aligned your body language with the right mindset, but delivery is really majority of the battle because this is what people remember you for. So I encourage you to speak slowly, confidently if you can. Don't rush, because rushing makes you feel unsure. Try to reduce filler words. Not saying filler words are bad, but reduce it. Don't ramble. People, when we get nervous, we tend to ramble. That's very common. What else not to do? Well, staying on topic is very crucial. People tend to go off topic when they're nervous, when our mind goes blank. It kind of dilutes your message. Try not to over-explain, especially when it comes to very technical, very complex topics. Keep it simple. If your colleagues or your boss have any follow-up questions, they will probably ask you for further clarification. And try to have your message framed in a positive manner. Nothing ever comes good when you frame things negatively. Try to have a positive outlook. So another trick is sometimes Buying time can give you some advantage too. You want to collect your thoughts, right? So what are some tactics where you can buy time? You can paraphrase to make sure that you are understanding the question correctly with your boss. Second is you can ask clarifying questions so that you know that you are answering the right questions and staying on topic. Here are some bonus. So what if you're asking me, what if you really don't know the answer? What if you don't really know how to answer the question? Okay, first off, don't panic. It's okay to not know everything. I think most importantly is admit that you don't really know the answer to the question. Don't ever try to bluff or try to outsmart your boss, right? It just damages credibility more than honesty. Sometimes inventing answers just backfires. Actually, not sometimes. It just don't do it. It just digs you deeper into the hole that you don't want to be. You can say something like, I don't have the exact information you're looking for, but based on what I know about this topic, here's my initial take. I can double check and get back to you and follow up within the end of the day or within the week. So that's something you want to do when you are really lost for words or completely frozen. Now, I'm not going to dive too deep about subject matter expertise because you probably know your topic more than I will ever will. So I will skip that part. So with this in mind, when it comes to arrowing, right? If you're being arrowed, just remember these 4 words: calm, structure, substance, positivity. And I think you'll do fine. And you'll be prepared next time.